This is a Tangle tutorial for the Tangle called Cubine. I started with 4 dots of graphite and made a border, then I inked it. Now I draw these kind of rainbow lines in 2 different directions. They can be curved, straight, rounded. You can decide the width between them. And then I'm drawing a line, essentially making them into triangles. Now, right now I'm doing a whole bunch at one time, but you can do one at a time because you're going to put this little filled in square in each one. So you can do one square at a time, or you can do all of them. So I did both here so that you could see what it looks like. Now this tangle for me becomes 3D all with shading. And you want to make sure that from the very beginning, you start with gratitude, getting rid of the garbage of the day, letting it go in with a clear mind, because that will change how your tangle comes out in the end. It will also change your mindset when it comes to shading, which shading is one of the biggest questions that I get. Make sure you're light with the pen, light with the pressure, and breathing. Now you have this beautiful tangle. Let's shade it. So this is phase 1. Now, I'm not going to show you the shading process because shading is personal. So this is phase 1 right here. That's all right. This is phase 2. Now, this is after hours of shading. And then the next one that's almost in complete dark, not complete dark, but is very dark, is phase 3. The reason I turn off the lights, or not turn them off totally, so don't trip and fall or anything, I dim the lights because number 1, graphite is shiny, and number 2, you can see where you want to add graphite better if the light is dim. So if you come into my lives or my classes, I most times at some point will very much dim the light or get it out of the way or move it so that you can see, and instantly people will say, oh, I see what you're talking about. So if you can dim the light, but again, don't get hurt, don't fall, trip, none of that. Just start shading. The Zentangle method does not use a light source. So shading can be done anywhere, light, dark, whatever you want. Shading is completely up to you. So many times when I get all the shading questions, it's just because people overthink it and haven't even put anything down yet, any graphite or anything. The blending tool I use is what's called a tortillon. I actually have a tutorial if you want to make your own, but you can buy them at Joann's, Michael's. I go live almost every night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, so you can check me out there. You can also look at some of my Tangle tutorials, so I hope to see you soon.